have Yao Edu Jemfi from Ghana Hubs. Of what the last 3 days engagement of GDIW 25 has been, and then they would give us an insight into what 2026 will be. So Doreen, over to you.
Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Hi everyone. Oh, let me hear the energy. Hi everyone. Okay, a quick check. If you were here for day one, can I hear you say hi, hi? No, day one is hi. Day one, hi. If you were here for day one and day two, can I hear you say hi, hi? Oh, I can't hear you properly. And if you were here for day 1, 2, and 3, you know what you have to say, right? Can I hear you say it together with me? Hi, hi, hi. That's right. So it's been an exciting 3-day event. I'm very happy that most of us happened to join all the 3 days events. I'm joined here today by 3 exciting gentlemen. On my extreme end, we have a member of the consortium, Ghana Hubs Network. We also have another member of the consortium, Impact Invest in Ghana, and probably the most popular man in the room. He managed the entire event this year. But before I get into the conversations, I will go around and ask them to introduce themselves. Then we get into a very, very quick fireside chat to close the day's event. So let me start on my extreme end. Yao, if you could please introduce yourself.
Thank you very much, Doreen. And good afternoon to everyone. My name is Yao Edu Jemfi. I'm the chairperson for the Ghana Hubs Network. And it's good to see as many people coming around as possible, especially at the closing event, because when things are closing, you don't have as many people. And as many young people as possible, which means that GDIW has a future.
Hello, everyone. My name is also Yao. But Yao Brako Osetitu. It's a pleasure to have been here these past few days. The energy, the excitement, the diversity is just, mind-blowing. So it's been really great and interesting meeting new people and then seeing all the ideas that have been on offer. So thank you. We look forward to having very fruitful discussions.
All right, thank you, everyone. My name is Courage Komla Sase. I've been at the back end coordinating and supporting the team to be able to put together this wonderful event. I want to say hi to my friends who were having sessions. We had a lot of banter back and forth, but I hope that we all had a very exciting conversation from day 1 to day 3. Thank you.
Beautiful. Now, before we delve into your respective thoughts around different areas, let me hear from you, each of you. This is a quick question I want to hear from each of you. This year's event, we had a different theme, and all of the sessions and activities have revolved around this theme. This time, let me start from the middle. You weren't expecting me to start from there. Yeah, tell me one thing that stood out for you this year.
That's an interesting one. So I guess we've always had diversity. It's been an interesting theme. But what I did this year was to, let's say, take the road less traveled. So I saw that some sessions are always popular, and the like. But I made a point to also check in and then go into those rooms where I felt that not many people would be there. And maybe what impressed me was the cross section of people. We had a lot of students, this time. And ordinarily, maybe you would not expect students to be interested in certain topics or certain areas, but they were there, listening and, taking part in all of that. And I found that rather interesting. So it just shows the energy, the curiosity, that is around and how eager everyone is willing to learn something new and meet someone and interact, And I guess that's the whole spirit of GDIW, that spirit of, innovation and curiosity. And it means that we have a bright future ahead.
Absolutely. And quickly to add on to that, it wasn't just about their presence in the room, but I saw a lot of questions from students. You could see how deeply they understood the questions they were asking and the insights that they were yearning to get out of these questions. And so again, a big round of applause for our students. We do have a bright future here in our country, and it's showing right here from GDIW. Let me come quickly to you, Courage. What stood out for you in a few seconds?
All right, for me, I would say the sessions. Last year, we were able to accommodate 48 sessions. And when we're doing the planning for this year, we were ambitious to move the numbers from 48 to 60. And we had 170 applications for sessions, and we will need to be able to select 60 from 170. So we were very intentional about the topics that we selected and how that could reflect the impact for this year's team. And it showed in the rooms, the conversations, and the questions. So for me, that's what the highlights for me.
That's a very key one. Let me come to you, Extreme on end, Yao. By now, I think you should have thought through the question already. Give me your sweetest response to this question.
Yeah, for me, it has to do with the aligning of digital emerging technologies to our digital transformation. And for me, the transformation is not just also at the center, but also coming in from the regions. Increasingly, we are adding on new regions, and that for me is very important because digital transformation will not just happen in Accra, but will also happen in the Upper East or Upper West, in Northeast, in the Ashanti region, and elsewhere around Ghana. And so it is important that once the focus is on digital and innovation, we don't leave it abstract, but we explore how these technologies, how these innovative ideas can also help us in addressing some of our development challenges, and then also lead in the transformation of our various regional economies, and basically also moving it to the district as well. Once we do that, then we make the national event, which we are having here at the moment, very important, because we are then sharing insights from the regions, highlighting the potential. Of course, there will be challenges, but highlighting the potential of digital and innovation to drive the development, decentralized at the regions, and also going to the districts. So that's what stood out for me, the theme, which is aligning with our development ethos.
Yeah, let me stay on with you. I keep talking about GDIW and one key aspect that we have as part of GDIW. And a lot of times, most of these conversations are only had on the national level. One of the things that we don't do really well is to integrate regional conversations. Like you rightly said, there are opportunities in these regions. How do we integrate them into national conversations? And even most importantly, how do we take these platforms over to the regions as well? And that is what GDIW has been doing for the last 5 years. We don't expect them to travel to Accra to participate in these conversations. We take the event to them. We identify ways that we can help them take advantage of the opportunity, and then bring all of those conversations up to the national level to see how best we can improve those situations. So now staying on this conversation now, you talked about opportunities. Being part of this year's GDIW, I know you traveled some of the regions. What would you say are some of the opportunities that stood out for you and you think needs to be brought to national level conversations?
A lot. On the first day, I highlighted a couple of them. But it is important to note that the regions are not doing the same thing. Each of these regions are exploring their competitive and comparative advantages. So for instance, if you in the West, they'll be looking at different things. If you go to the North, they'll be looking at in the upper West, for instance, they are looking at how they can leverage digital technologies to empower artisans. In the Ashanti region, they are looking at around culture, digital assets, digital cultural assets, how to monetize them, but more importantly, also how to leverage digital tools and innovation for trade. If you go to Bono East, they're looking at precision farming. If you go to Koforidua, for instance, you're looking at content creation, empowerment. In the North, they're looking at how to leverage AI and other tools to be able to empower women. So it is important that we situate these conversations because they are looking at how we can leverage these technologies to bridge the gaps that they have and also amplify the sort of competitive and comparative advantages that they have. And that will inure to the benefit of Ghana. And I think we need to encourage more of that, because once we have a diversified conversation, we have the regions coming up with things that they can do with emerging tech, then we are having a conversation that will be very rich at the national level. So I'm looking at even going to next year, once we have more regions coming on board, then we will also have other regions also exploring and looking at how they can leverage digital and innovation to drive development at that level. Because I mean, what is the focus of Ghana now? The focus is about jobs. The focus is about skills building that enables young people to be able to create or disrupt sectors, create new jobs that sort of employ themselves and employ others, which is very important because government alone cannot create jobs. And more importantly, there is an opportunity to also highlight the work that is already going on. It's not like nothing is going on. There's a lot of fragmented work that is going on in the regions. Of course, Ghana Hubs Network, for instance, has been doing a lot of work with GIZ and their components across the country. And these are opportunities for them to highlight some of the programs that are going on. Most especially, some of the hubs are also serving as intermediaries, working with solution providers for digital uptake for women micro entrepreneurs. This is a very interesting project. And I think that next year, once it's completed, more sessions will be held on that, so that we know how digital technologies are also empowering women and their businesses at the local level. Because once we do that, we know 80 to 90% of our women control the MSME sector. So if we empower more of these women and their businesses, what we are doing is that we are sustaining jobs, we are sustaining families, and we are also helping to achieve our sustainable development goals.
Thanks so much, Yao. I like the way that you talked about the sectorial opportunities that exist in each of these regions. Let me use this to go quickly to Yao or say to I know today you sit here with the cap of as a consortium member of the GDIW. But let me delve a bit into your expertise, what you do at Impact Invest in Ghana. Can you tell me the role that investments or impact investing creates or plays within this whole value chain? So for us to be able to fully leverage the opportunities that Yao talked about, how can we leverage impact investing as a means to make this happen?
Okay, thank you very much, Doreen. So yeah, just a bit about Impact Investing Ghana. You know, people get very excited when they hear our name. So Impact Investing Ghana is an ecosystem building organization, and we are non-profits. And what that means, what ecosystem building means, essentially a big word, meaning we work with everyone, okay, in the community of entrepreneurs, businesses, funds, investors, you know, enterprise support organizations like associations like Ghana Hubs Network, government policy institutions, to move investments from those who hold the investments, asset owners, to impact ventures, so to businesses, so they can grow, so they can create jobs, you know, so they can give us decent, you know, and sustainable livelihoods. Events like GDIW are important to us because they are ecosystem convenience. So at GDIW, you see a cross-section of people who would eventually grow to become these impact ventures. So these are startups, you know, people testing out ideas, people seeking collaboration, you know, different ventures, people looking for potential investors, etc. And we've seen the success stories. We've seen cases where people have met, you know, funders, donors, and business partners, etc., who've helped them to scale. So we look for opportunities like that to be able to support, you know, impact ventures with all our programs, across our programs, whether it is improving the quality of enterprise support, whether it is in matchmaking, connecting businesses to investors, etc. So that is our role. That is why we work with everyone, with funders, with partners, to be able to roll out, you know, events like this.
Right. Thank you, Yao. I've just been prompted. You saw me checking my right-hand side. They're always whispering into your ear. So let me just quickly wrap up this conversation, starting off with courage. We are in 2025, but let's look forward into GDIW 2026. From your experience as a program manager for this year, what would you say are some of the things that we should look forward to from the project management perspective?
All right, I would say that we would want to improve on the experience for patrons. This year we had few challenges with some of the session rooms. Next year we would want to have a program where we are able to foresee some of those things before the day of the event. Again, we also want to bring in other multi-year programming that would start from next year. And so from next year, we don't want to wait till November before we convene again for another GDIW. We want to have series of ecosystem event plugins where our names are on the lips of the ecosystem from January all the way to October before we convene here again for next year. One of the things I want to say is that the experience here is supposed to give us a platform to educate, to build, to connect. And so when you come here, you want to build on that experience. Talk to someone, plug in, collaborate. You don't know who you are speaking to. There may be someone who's close by and want to listen to your innovation. And there can be either avenues where you can even find your potential co-founders or partners on projects that you can find on our platform. And so if you are here, I want to encourage you to show up again next year. We want to have a session next year where we fill this entire yard from here all the way to the roadside. So please start planning for GDIW next year whilst you are sitting here today. Thank you.
Like I always say, the women, start planning your hairstyle, your dresses for next year. The men, you know what you have to do. Let me come to you quickly, I was 32. Just in a few seconds, because I don't want them to beat me up again. What should we look forward to? I know perhaps the consulting members have had your engagements already. What should we look forward to based on your plannings for next year?
Yeah, so I think you've encouraged, alluded a bit to that. So we want to see GDIW as a program, not just as a one-off event. So more engagement, continuous engagement, not even just in person like we have over here, but even take advantage of our digital channels, so that there are always critical conversations going on about what we can do to deepen, innovation and digital technology within our environment. We also want to see more participation in the grassroots. Like Yawadi Jemfi said, that digital doesn't mean it's an Accra thing, but then everyone, anywhere should be able to leverage on the opportunities that digitization and innovation and technology present. It's amazing the sort of things you see when we have these regional events. So we just want to be able to amplify that impact. We want to be able to scale what we have witnessed over the years and then do more.
Gentleman on my extreme. Just quickly in a few seconds.
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, let me say that Ghana Hubs Network, the Gender Networks, and GIZ, we've launched the Gender Toolkit that will help various organizations, event organizers, and the hubs to be able to be more inclusive. Of course, at the Ghana Hubs Network level, we had some fragmented ideas around framework to use in being more inclusive, but this is a more detailed work that has been commissioned. And so it sort of enables the hubs and other event organizers to look out for certain cues when they are organizing programs or when there are programs at the hubs. You can find the Gender Toolkit on our website, GhanaHubsNetwork.com. You can download it; it's free, and you can look at it, give us feedback. We are looking forward to organizing some virtual sessions to empower the hubs to be able to use the toolkit. But more importantly, going into next year, we are looking at increasing the number of regions. And that's what we've done systematically over the years, increasing the number of regions. There are a lot of regions that are knocking on the door, but it's also a resource issue. So we need to bring on a lot more partners, get the regions to be able to own the programs. We have a framework for regional programs, but they need to be able to tweak it a little bit and own it at the regional level, to suit the theme that we'll come up with. But it's important that we bring on board more regions and we get the regional host to also bring in more resources from the regions. Because if they have to own it at the regional level, they need to bring in additional resources that will help in the process of ensuring that GDIW, the road to GDIW becomes a main feature to look forward to, so that people from Accra can also go to their regions to participate in the program, just like you have people coming from the regions to participate in the national program.
Beautiful. Let me wrap up. Just one word to describe your hope for Ghana's future, digital and innovation future. Just one word.
One word.
Quick fire round.
You put me on the spot. I don't do one word though. But I would say it's very hopeful.
Hopeful.
I would say hopeful.
I like that. Let's end it there. Hopeful. And pass the mic on to Yao.
Exciting.
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 I would say growing.
Okay. These ecosystem people always say these words. But that ends the fireside chat for today's closing ceremony. I had with me Yao Edu Jemfi from the Ghana Hubs Network chairperson, also Yao Osetutu from Impact Invest in Ghana, and I also had Courage Asasi, the program manager for this year's GDIW. And I've been your moderator, Doreen, from GIZ Ghana. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the program.
Please give it up for them. Give it up to them. And as you rise, can you please together take a quick photo together? The four of you, if you don't mind. Our photo team, I believe, are on point for that one. Can we do it better for them? Can we please do it better for them? Beautiful. So even as they take their photographs, the next item for our closing ceremony is to connect us to a hackathon that was organized and facilitated by STEMaid. Now, STEMaid is an educational technology startup that empowers young Africans through innovative STEM education experiences. So they have this amazing kit that helps you to be able to execute some tech projects. And throughout the last 3 days, they gave opportunity to some of our participants to use their products to execute some specific projects. And so we want to reward those who were courageous enough to put themselves on the line. So let me please invite Adoma Nyako and the team to present awards and prizes to all who participated in the STEMaid Hackathon as part of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week 2025. Give it up, give it up.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Like I said, my name is Adoma Nyako, Head of Marketing and Communication at STEMaid. So this year, STEMaid wanted to do something a little different from the usual breakout session with presentations and panel discussions. So we set out to do this hackathon. It was supposed to be for 3 hours, but due to some hiccups, it ended up being about 1 hour. So we have 8 teams that put together amazing projects in a span of an hour. We have a smart irrigation system, a smart walking stick for the blind. We have smart alarm systems, and all these projects are available for you to see at the back when we exit the room. So today I'm going to announce our winners, and then we can go out and see what they have actually spent their 1 hour on. Thank you. So as an honorable mention, so we have prizes today. We have cash prizes and some souvenirs for all our winners. So as an honorable mention, which is a fan favorite, we have the smart walking stick for blind people. So they are not one of the winners, but it's an honorable mention to them. So that's group 8, and that's the SAW, smart walking aid, right? Smart walking aid. So you see our team in the back, group 8, and you get t-shirts from STEMaid. And for our 3rd place, our 2nd runner-up, I'm going to call Mr. John Ofori, who would be given the award. Mr. John Ofori, can we have a round of applause for him? Mr. John Ofori is from Rethink Africa. Look up Rethink Africa online. They have some amazing events coming up soon. So our 2nd runner-up for Hack STEMaid 2025, you win 1,000 CDs and some amazing prizes we have for you as well. So for the 2nd runner-up, that is the group 1 with the smart irrigation system. Group 1, are you in the house? Can I get some waves? Can I get you up on stage? Quickly, group 1, smart irrigation system. Is anyone here? Oh, they're coming, okay.
So that's members of group 1. Please, can we do it louder? Can we do it louder? They definitely gave it some good efforts. And as you can see, they're very young, enterprising IT professionals in the making. And they are the 2nd runners up. Please come all the way up on stage.
If Mr. Josh Opoku can also get ready. Okay, so that is the second runner-up, 1,000 CDs and amazing prizes. Group 1, Smart Irrigation System. Thank you. Do we have our photo? Okay, thank you. For our first runner-up, in second place, we have Group 2, that is Team Solarverse Plant Light Tracker, which is an amazing smart agricultural tool that rotates automatically to follow the light direction, helping plants maximize the sunlight exposure. Mr. Josh Opoku-Ajimine, can you make it to the stage to do us the honors? Group 2, anybody else joining them? Group 2, and that is the plant light tracker. So they built a system that follows the sun, which allows your plants to get the most exposure to the sun that they need. Well done, Group 2. Well done. All right, so the final moments for our winners. Can I get Mr. Prince Boateng Asare to the stage? Mr. Prince Boateng Asare is our CEO for STEM Aid Africa. He will be presenting our winning prize. My confetti poppers, are you ready? Please come closer to the stage. I don't see you guys. Confetti. So for our winning team, in first place, we have Group 5 with the Smart Intruder Alert System. This project features an intelligent motion detection alarm for farm security. So they built a farm and they put this sensor there whereby if anyone intrudes on your farm, the alarm goes off, the lights come on, and we will find this thief that has jumped into your farm. Until we find the thief, the alarm will not stop. Give it up for Group 5. Group 5, Smart Intruder Alert System.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do a quick countdown for them. Can we do it together?
So for the winners,
3, 2, 1, a round of applause, a round of applause.
woo! So that's our Smart Intruder Alarm System for the farm. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please give it up for them one more time as they exit the stage. So we have amazing prizes for each person on your team in the back. So see the STEM Aid team at the back, and they will let you have your prizes. We have some t-shirts and diaries and notebooks and such for you. Woo! So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Please stay on stage. Please stay on stage. The earlier two group winners, the other two groups who won, can you please join them? Please come up on stage with your...
Second place and third place.
Yes, come up on stage with your plaque. Please join them together with the CEO and let's do a quick photograph. So groups 1 and groups 2 winners, please join us as well. Please join us as well. I see one group coming. Where's the other group? Where's the other group? If they are outside, please somebody just draw their attention for us. Okay, both groups are here. So they'll do it together, ladies and gentlemen.
STEM Aid! Let me join them for one photo. Last one more photo. Hack STEM Aid on 3. Hack STEM Aid!
Congratulations, congratulations. Thank you very much to the STEM Aid team, and congratulations to all the winners across the 3 groups. Thank you so much. And so on behalf of the organizers, the planning team, Once again, want to say a big thank you to FCDO, to RISA, and all of our collaborating partners who have ensured that the 2025 edition of the Ghana Digital Innovation Week has been successful. VCTF, UNCDF, Zoho as well. Want to say a big thank you to all of you. Please do me a favor. Can we rise up on our feet for the final time? Can we rise up on our feet for the final time? Please shake somebody's hand. Shake somebody's hand. Look them in the eye. Look them in the eye. Whoever has the bigger eyeballs, tell the other one, see you at GDIW 2026. See you at GDIW 2026. See you next year. And do me a favor. We want a big photograph with everybody. So please just step forward. Just come down. Just come forward. Right here on these stairs. Everybody, just before we step out. Respectfully. We'll just take 2 minutes. Please don't step out. Just step forward onto the red carpet right here in front. My photography team, where you at? Please join me up on stage. Want to take a quick one with everybody. Can we have the full house lights? Oh, for the house. Okay, thank you. Please step down. Just get together right there, on the red carpet. Yes. Please come together. Everybody, please. It will just take a minute or two. Just step down. Everybody, join us. Oh, my people, you can hear me, but you're still standing up there. Please do me a favor. It will just take a minute or two, and then we are done. Everyone, please step down. Join us. Yes. It doesn't have to be a proper formation. Photo team, where you at? And so it's a final big one. Please join us, everybody. Connect.
Nakode here, and welcome to Africa Discourse Channel. Imagine a place where ideas flow freely, like the great rivers of our great continent Africa, where stories about innovation, growth, and then ideas that are painting and shaping Africa are being told. From the Cape to the Sahara, and then from the tech startups happening in Lagos to Nairobi, where the tech innovations are, ADC brings you the stories that matter, the conversations that are inspiring our generation, and then ideas that are transforming Africa. But hey, it's not always serious business here at ADC. We also give you the scoop into the latest trends happening around the continent, untold stories in Africa, and a large dose of fun and entertainment. Join us as we delve in, explore, laugh, share ideas, share stories, and maybe you can find your next big idea on Africa Discourse Channel. Welcome to Africa Discourse Channel. Catch up with us at www.discoursechannel.com and follow us on all our social media pages at Africa Discourse Channel and get the latest scoops into the trends happening in Africa and news about Africa around the globe.